Alright Guardians, this is our weekly solo player's guide to the Nightfall. Usually we do this every single Wednesday with at least, we try and do all three classes, Warlock, Hunter, and Titan. This week we're just going to do the Hunter, I think. And there is a bit of a cheese this week. It'll probably get patched. We're doing the 100,000 points, and we actually got like 145,000, I think. So here's what you gotta do. We're running strange terrain. I'm not sure if this works on any of the other two. Let me know if it does or it doesn't in the comment section down below if you know. But you want to go over to your 5 of Swords. You want your power cap, handicap maxed out at 110. So hit this thing until you get to 110. And then we rock Arc Singe, Heavyweight, Iron, and Momentum. Momentum is a huge help here, especially for the boss fight and that ogre room. I would definitely not do Blackout, even though it would give you even more points. Definitely stick with Momentum. There are a lot of thralls, and getting hit by like 2 of them would kill you, so you know, forget about that one. But so that's the modifiers we're rocking. This is our setup. We got the Duke MK44, my favorite primary weapon right now, probably. It's got Outlaw, Rampage, and Minor Spec. We're also using the Arsenic Bite, but if you have a preferred arc weapon, go ahead and use that. And then of course we're rocking Thunderlord. Thunderlord is one of the best, so hopefully you got it from the quest a couple weeks ago. It is now not available as a quest, just by a random drop, so hopefully you got it. And then we're also rocking Lucky Raspberries. Improves arc, bolt, grenade, chains, and has a chance to recharge each time it deals damage. A full chain or 4 hits will always give you a full charge. So that's really good. And then we're rocking the new one just because they're all pretty much about the same, in my opinion. But yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and rock this guide. Alright, so as soon as you spawn in, just go ahead and run along until you get to the first little area. If you don't know what the cheese is, once you have the handicap to 110 powered, it for some reason negates the actual handicap, and it just reverts back down to a normal 540 strike, and it doesn't lower your power level at all, which is pretty great. So you're gonna have a really easy Nightfall doing this. So if you needed that milestone, you're gonna get it this week, or at least for strange terrain. But once you're here, just go ahead and take these guys out. With that wizard, I would go ahead and just power her down. As you can see, she's gonna drop really quickly, and then just kill everything else with some whatever primary or energy weapon you're rocking, just so you can get some power ammo to drop, hopefully. Because for some reason the what's it called, the juggler effect, where the equipped weapon doesn't really drop ammo. I kind of wish they'd get rid of that, but it's still going apparently. But once you get here, just kind of either use Thunderlord or a grenade or whatever to just clear these dudes out, and then we'll move on. And of course, if you get low on health, just remember to you can run around in a slightly large circle. If you just run into a wall and keep running, it won't work. You actually have to be moving around for the your health to come back. But then once you're in this room, just go ahead and stand back. There is going to be 2, I think they're bosses, mini boss knights. So go ahead and just, as you can see, one's pelting you right now. The other one's right around the corner. And you don't want to push in like this because there will be some cursed thralls that spawn in and they'll slow you down. And if you're low on health, you definitely don't want that to happen. So just kind of stay back until you have most of everything dead, and then push up just enough for those guys to spawn in. And then take them out, and then deal with the first knight. And then grab the thing, throw it, get rid of the second knight, do the same thing, throw it, and we'll move on into the next section. As you can see, we are a whopping 3 minutes in and already have 31,000, 35,000 now points. So this cheese is pretty great. I would recommend, if you're going for power levels, to do just a normal run, not 100,000, and then do 100,000. That way you can get a little bit, hopefully like a little bit higher of a drop if you're trying to get to 650 faster. Just a little pro tip there. But we're gonna go ahead and kill this guy. Once those guys spawn in, just pedal backwards, either throw a grenade, Thunderlord, shotgun, whatever you're using, go ahead and use it. And then this area, I would just recommend Thunderlord. These guys will have shields. There we go. And then just Thunderlord, Thunderlord, Thunderlord. We probably could have not used Thunderlord there, but we did. And then there's these guys, just Thunderlord, Thunderlord, and more Thunderlord. And they're dead. This next room is going to have 4 elite, or maybe mini boss, but I'm pretty sure they're just elites. Knights? Yeah, they're just elites. I would just recommend just popping your super and taking them out, honestly. That way you don't have to waste the power ammo on them. There we go, and then that knight is gonna, or that wizard is gonna spawn in. I use my super. I would just power ammo her down, honestly. And I would just use your super on the knights beforehand. So as you can see, didn't kill her. But once she's gone, you can go ahead and kill whatever is left in here. Probably some acolytes, maybe a knight or two. Just make sure to run around, power ammo those knights, if you have any left, like I said. And then try and kill everything else with your primaries or your energies. That way you can hopefully get some power ammo bricks, because you're definitely going to want a lot a little later on. But once these guys are dead and you push up a little further, you are going to get this massive wave of thralls. Just Thunderlord them. Or if you really want to save it, you can just primary him down, maybe get some power bricks to drop. But otherwise, as you can see, Thunderlord just wrecks them really quick, so no need to do that. And in this room, there is going to be 2 elite knights, one there and one in the back, as well as a few acolytes. Go ahead and just take them out really quick, and then we'll move on into the ogre room, which is probably my least favorite room in this entire strike. But with momentum, it makes it a lot easier. Actually, momentum makes Nightfalls in general a lot easier. I don't know why more people don't run it. Or maybe they do. I don't know. But once you're in here, go ahead and take a few of these acolytes out. And then we're just going to power ammo this Shrieker and that wizard. I wouldn't get too much closer because she is doing arc damage and she'll melt you pretty quick. But then once we're got those guys out of the way, instead of just wasting ammo, we're just going to pop our super and we're going to take out 2 of these knights. Do not pick up the orb because you will lose your super. Just come around here. Here's the next guy. Take him out. And your super's about done, so you might as well just go ahead and throw the 2 orbs at 2 of the crystals. And blah blah. And then we're just going to come running around, taking out what we can. There we go. We're going to come running around here, and there's going to be a Shrieker, and I believe another knight? Maybe not. There's definitely something over there, but I didn't see what it was. I'm just more focused on the Shrieker, and if you hide behind this rock right here, you can get a pretty easy shot at her, or it. And then these guys are going to spawn in, 2 more knights, and a bunch of acolytes. If you need to, grab the first orb from the first knight that comes in and just run around until you get your health back. Just go ahead and throw it, and then we're just going to Thunderlord everything else anyways. And then once they're dead, we're going to throw that last orb at the boss. Hopefully maybe get some power ammo here. If not, it's whatever. If you have your super, I would go ahead and use it against this ogre. If not, Thunderlord works just fine. And I would literally just ignore everything else, or most of everything else, if you can. We get lucky with a nice little grenade there. But once he's dead, after a couple seconds, everything else is going to despawn. So if you're looking for some points, you better kill quick, or leave the ogre alive and kill everything else first. But once you're done with that, I believe we are going into the boss fight. Maybe? Or am I forgetting a part? We'll see. The boss fight is like half of this video, so, or it felt like it anyways. And yeah, it is. So this is going to be the boss fight. Alright, so once you get here, I would just rock your super. Take everything out. And then once these 4 knights are dead, the boss is going to spawn in. Don't do any damage to her right away, or him. I'm not sure what Nokris is. I think it's a he. I think he's the son of Oryx. I think that's right. Son of Oryx. Yeah. But anyways, go ahead and take all these knights out. The boss will spawn in. Wait a couple seconds. Hopefully you get some power ammo to drop. And what we're going to do here initially, I would actually maybe not do if you're lower light leveled, which is save our power ammo instead of just powering him down. So he gets an immunity shield and kind of just goes away for a second. And to deal with the ads. But instead, we're dealing with the ads. We're rocking our primary because we need that power ammo. We need it pretty bad. So we're just going to kind of run around, pick up orbs, do whatever, until we get some power ammo to drop. And then I believe we power her down just to get him out of the way. I don't know why I want to keep saying her. But like I said, if you get low on health, just run around for a second. You'll get it right back. And then once that's gone, first wave is done, he'll get an immunity shield. Some ads will spawn in, and after a moment, after you kill some of the ads, 2 elite or maybe possibly mini boss knights will spawn in with the orbs. Just kill them with your power ammo, and then get them with your super, or throw the balls at the crystals. Make sure most of everything is dead before you do that, and then deal with the boss. Once you deal with the boss, either with your power ammo or just your regular ammo, whatever, go ahead and just get him down, and he'll get the immunity shield again. With the second wave, you'll get 2 elite wizards, and then with on top of the ads that spawn in, and then you'll get the 2 knights. Do the same thing as before, either with your super or your power ammo, whichever one you prefer, and then deal with the boss. And then it's gonna be the same thing again, a bunch of ads, 2 knights, and then you can kill the boss. So I'm just gonna let the rest of this play out. Hopefully it helped you out. If it did, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hopefully you got some good points. And as always, stay positive, be happy, be healthy, live long and prosper, and have an amazing week.